there! Welcome to Speak English with Christina, l'anglais fun, fluent et facile. You know that I like to have a positive attitude to life and learning. Yay! Unfortunately, the world is not so positive all the time. And it's important to be able to understand and talk about the bad things that we see in the news. Terror attacks, war, these kinds of things. It's sad, but it's also part of life, unfortunately. So, today's episode will give you lots of vocabulary to help you understand those reports on CNN and discuss them with your friends and colleagues. Let's go! When something big and bad happens, our first reaction is shock and surprise. Do you remember how you felt when you heard about the 9/11 attacks, the September 11th attacks in New York? Maybe the Charlie Hebdo massacre or the attacks on the Bataclan and the Stade de France? You probably wanted to talk about it with friends. I know I did personally. To ask if someone has heard the news, you can ask questions like, did you see what happened in Paris? Did you see what happened in Paris? But maybe the events are happening as you speak right now. In this case, you say, did you see what's happening in Paris? Did you see what's happening in Paris? You can also ask, did you hear about the attack in Turkey? Did you hear about the attack in Turkey? Or another question, did you see where somebody attacked the Stade de France? Did you see where somebody attacked the Stade de France? This will open the discussion. Maybe they've seen the news, but maybe they haven't. For example, on September 11th, I remember I was brushing my teeth before I went to French class in university in the United States. And I saw another girl in my dormitory, my university residence, and she said to me, did you see where a plane crashed into the World Trade Center? And I think that my reaction to that was, what, are you serious? Like an accident? And that's a very appropriate response. Even if today, when something like this happens, we immediately think of an attack more than an accident. Mais en 2001, on pensait plutôt à un accident. Comme le monde a changé. Words like terrorism and terrorist are easy because they're just like in French. But there are other words and expressions that may not be so easy to understand. For example, we often say that terrorists go on a killing spree. To go on a killing spree. We also say to go on a shooting spree. To go on a shooting spree if the terrorists use guns to, So, to go on a killing spree is to go around and kill lots of people, one after the other, often in different places during the attack, like in Paris in November 2015. Geesh, this is really terrible. The vocabulary is useful, unfortunately, but yeah, this is not a very happy subject, but useful. If a journalist says the terrorists are still on the run, the terrorists are still on the run, what does that mean? Astuce, a little hint, they're not doing the New York Marathon. No, it means that the authorities haven't captured the terrorist. They're still free. And you can also say the terrorists are still on the loose or still on the run. And then, of course, there are terrorist groups. Perhaps the most well-known is, en français, Daesh. In English, ISIS. It stands for Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. And the others are the same in English as in French, Al-Qaeda and the Taliban. Ok. Je sais pas toi, mais moi, tout ça, je trouve ça quand même un peu lourd, un peu déprimant. Important, utile, mais bon. Donc, voici, juste pour alléger un peu, 5 secondes de, je sais pas, un truc pour alléger un peu. Here we go. Now, back to the doom and gloom. The doom and gloom, c'est une expression pour dire plein de choses déprimantes. When we talk about terrorists, we often talk about what they did. And it's not like making cookies or creating puppy videos. No, terrorists don't do that. No, terrorists blow up things. Blow up things. In the past tense, blew up. For example, they blew up a market. Or if the terrorist was a suicide bomber, un kamikaze, we would say he blew himself up. The suicide bomber blew himself up in the market. Terrorists also set off bombs. To set off a bomb is to make it explode. Boom. For example, ISIS set off a car bomb in Damascus and killed 250 people. They set off a car bomb, or they set off a bomb. And then maybe they'll claim responsibility for the attack. To claim responsibility for the attack. And this is exactly like the French expression revendiquer l'attentat. To claim responsibility for the attack. Ooh, not exactly a fun topic today, huh? Well, I cross my fingers that you won't need any of this vocabulary soon. But in case you do, now you know. And now, what about you? Do you remember where you were or what you were doing when a major terrorist attack happened? I know it's not an easy topic, but it's something that it's important to talk about, and it can help you maybe to manage all of those emotions. So if you feel up to it, si tu le sens, in the comments on the blog, tell us about your memories of maybe where you were, what you were doing, maybe the day of a big terrorist attack. It's a good opportunity to use this vocabulary from today. Et si tu veux soutenir Speak English with Christina et juste être super sympa, partage cette vidéo avec tes amis et tes collègues sur LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter ou par mail. Notre communauté s'agrandit tous les jours grâce à vous tous et je vous remercie pour ça. Et si tu ne fais pas partie déjà de nos Speak English Ambassadors, viens avec nous sur christinarubuffet.com. What are you waiting for? Inscris-toi et je t'enverrai une nouvelle leçon chaque semaine pour que tu puisses booster facilement ton anglais petit à petit. Thanks for boosting your English with me. I'm Christina and I'll see you next time.